Hello, Taurus suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to your astrology predictions for the month of September. We have an eventful month coming up. Saturn is moving retrograde into the sign of Pisces. We're going to have Uranus stationing retrograde as well. We're going to have the first eclipse in the sign of Pisces, which is with the North Node. And we're also going to have another eclipse in the sign of Virgo, but with a different energy because now Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus are new signs. So this is a different kind of energy and potential that is happening with the eclipse in Virgo. We're also going to have Venus entering the sign of Virgo and also Mars entering Scorpio. So a lot of things happening in the month of September. I'm going to do my best to focus on the most important things. So for you, my dear Taurians, Saturn is entering, or better said, re entering your 11th house. And the 11th house for you rules your long term goals and dreams that you have for the future. A lot of you, Taurians, are going to maybe slow down a little bit or reevaluate your big dreams and future plans. If you have been a bit more idealistic, with that Piscean energy, wanting to reach big things, shooting for the stars, Saturn here in the 11th house is going to help you be more down to earth, understand if these things are achievable, but at the same time, it's going to help you put in the work and discipline that you need to be able to achieve these long term dreams and goals for the future. Saturn already was in this part of your chart. Now it's coming back here. For me, it's going to be my Saturn return. I have my Saturn in the last degrees of Pisces. So wish me luck. But for you, again, it can indicate that you are going to reevaluate all of your long term dreams and goals for the future, and you're going to work very hard towards them as well. The 11th house is also the house of your friendships. You may experience some karmic patterns with friendships or groups during this time. You might need to maybe put in the work into strengthening your friendships. And if you have friendships that don't bring value to you, then you are going to let go with this Saturn energy. It can also indicate that somebody that is older in age or more mature is coming back into your life in one way or another, maybe to help you financially, maybe to help you with advice into increasing your financial wealth, because Saturn rules your ninth house of benefactors, advisors, mentors that you have in your lives. So for a lot of you, somebody is going to definitely help you with your long-term dreams and goals for the future. For others of you, it could indicate that you might take more responsibility, especially if you work in a big organization. If you are employed by a company, you might take on more responsibilities. You might also get the spotlight as well. For some of you, you might also be seen as an authority figure, meaning that people will see you as a teacher. They will want to learn from you and to listen to you. The 11th house is also the house of your networks, the house of your acquaintances. With Saturn here, it can indicate that you have opportunities to connect with people that are older than you, or to leave some type of long-lasting legacy when it comes to your social groups. To If you have like any opportunity to network and connect with people in general, you might be able to have long lasting effects when it comes to that, that can translate into becoming more popular and being more memorable for people in general. Some of you might be really reflecting on your belief systems, on your philosophy, in what you think as morals or standards for your lives. Under this energy, you might be really reflecting over them, and whatever is not serving you anymore, you're going to let go of, and you're going to embrace something that is going to be long lasting for you. Some of you are really going to reassess your financial situation with Saturn in the 11th house, meaning that maybe you're going to let go of projects that don't serve you anymore, little businesses that maybe are not as profitable for you, creative skills or abilities that you have that maybe are not producing as much money, and you're going to shift your focus and efforts into things that make financially more sense for you. Okay, so Let's move towards Uranus stationing retrograde. This is happening on September 7th. And Uranus is stationing retrograde in your second house. It's helping a lot of you Taurians reassess your financial situations. A lot of your focus is going to be on finances and work and career and legacy. So with Uranus here, a lot of you are reevaluating your financial situation, reassessing and thinking if you are in the right path when it comes to making money, when it comes to your shared resources and income. And you might be reflecting whether you are making enough finances or enough money like you expected to. A lot of you might also have an old opportunity fall back into your lap, especially when it comes to making money or some type of job or career. And then for others of you, this Uranus here in the second house can indicate a shift in your values. Remember how I said for Saturn, going back into your 11th house is going to have you reflect a lot on your personal morals, standards, values as well. And Uranus is also enforcing that even more. Some of you might have opportunities for financial windfalls or to reassess and reevaluate um, sudden opportunities that you may get when it comes to making money, when it comes to having financial windfalls. Okay, so on September 13, we're going to have the lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. And this lunar eclipse is going to be happening at 15 degrees. Very, very meaningful eclipse that we're going to have. And for you, it is happening in the 11th house. So a lot of your focus, again, is going to be in your finances, in your long-term dreams and goals for the future. I like this eclipse for you, Taurians, because it is really focusing on your plans that you have when it comes to the future. And just a small correction, the eclipse is on September 7th, not September 13th. September 7th. So a lot of you might be able to achieve a dream, to achieve something that you have been wanting to achieve for a very long time, to be able to attain some goal that you have put a lot of efforts on. Some of you are going to have romance coming back into your lives, maybe meeting somebody that you have some sort of karmic ties with. For others of you, it might indicate that you might have a baby, especially if you've been wanting to have a baby for a very long time. Even though the eclipse is on September 7th, the effects of it can be felt up to 6 months after the eclipse. So keep in mind, you're not going to have maybe a baby right on the day of, but you might be able to in the upcoming months. For some of you, this eclipse can indicate having friends leave your life. So maybe if your path and somebody else's path is not aligned anymore, somebody needs to go from your, life or the bigger picture or your vision, then you are going to let go. And if you don't do it voluntarily, life will make it happen for you in one way or another. It could be that one of your friends is relocating or you're the one relocating, moving to somewhere else, and therefore that person is not going to be as much in your life anymore. For some of you Taurians, it could be the other way around, where this eclipse is going to bring a good friend to your life, somebody that can be supportive to you, that can help you achieve financial goals, financial long-term dreams that you might have. For others of you, it could be a benefactor. It can be somebody that will help you bring back joy into your life, make you feel happier and more excited as well, especially since Saturn now is coming back to your um to your 11th house. I feel like, this eclipse is really going to help you still stay hopeful and more excited, even though you're going to feel the presence of Saturn there. Now, after this eclipse, we're going to have the new moon eclipse in Virgo, and then on that same day or on the day after, we're going to have Mars entering the sign of Scorpio. The eclipse is happening on September 21st, and Mars is entering Scorpio on September 22nd. So two big energy shifts back to back. That's why I say September is going to be a little crazy, but nothing that we're not used to so far. So this eclipse here, it is happening for you, Taurus, in your fifth house, and it's gonna be at the last degrees of the fifth house, indicating that again, high chances of giving birth, having a child. For others of you, this eclipse could bring some significant events in the life of one of your children that is going to impact you and your long term dreams and goals for the future. For others of you, it can indicate the birth of a business, of a creative ability, creative skill that you're going to be developing and focusing on for a very long time for the next 6 months. For others of you, this eclipse brings joy back into your life, like I already mentioned, meaning that you're gonna go out there, have more fun, enjoy life more. You might socialize with people that you have some sort of good karma with, because this is a good karmic house. And then for others of you, this eclipse is going to bring somebody into your life romantically. Maybe you're going to start dating, you're going to meet somebody that is very interesting. You might go on dates together, have fun together, travel together, enjoy life together. Um, this eclipse is going to be in an opposition to Saturn and somewhat to Neptune. To Neptune is going to be by degree, not by sign, but we're going to feel the influence of Saturn. And even though we're doing all these fun things, you are still focusing on your long-term dreams and goals for the future. Saturn is really going to help you, Taurus, focus on what you want to be achieving. You're not going to waste your time with individuals that don't serve you in the long run. You're not going to waste your time with romantic partners that you don't see a future with. Saturn here is helping you be very, very realistic of where you want to be and what you want to achieve. For some of you, this eclipse can bring financial windfalls, especially that come from good karma from past lifetimes or from this lifetime as well. Financial windfalls because of your risky investments, but that you have also been disciplined and careful with. Saturn has been in this part of your chart already in the last degrees of Pisces, and it has already taught you how to be disciplined when it comes to finances. But this eclipse, in opposition to that Saturn, is now giving you the rewards. And if you haven't learned your lessons, it can also indicate losses. So be careful, especially with risky investments and with finances in general. In the fifth house, the eclipse can also indicate opening a business, like I kind of mentioned. Uranus is helping you reflect on your financial world. You have a lot of focus on finances, Taurus, which it comes natural for you because you are ruled by Venus, the planet of finances. But you have extra focus on this eclipse. I also do want to mention that the eclipse is part of a kite energy. It is going to be, even though it's in the last degrees of Virgo, it is still in a wide trine by degree to Pluto, to Uranus, and like I mentioned, the opposition to Saturn and Neptune. So the energy is going to be very, very, very intense. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But focus on the things that you can get out of it. If you practice discipline and if you are realistic of where you want to be, what you want to achieve, who you want to be with, if you are realistic when it comes to your social groups, if you are realistic when it comes to your money making abilities, your budgeting, your financial dreams and goals that you have for the future, this energy, this eclipse can bring something very meaningful that is going to be life changing for you, especially financially, but not only, also with a big impact on the people that surround you, so your friends, your children, and everything like that. Very, very impactful and meaningful. Mars, like I mentioned, the next day on September 22nd is entering your seventh house, and it is very meaningful for you, Taurus, because it is entering your seventh house that is in opposition to yours, and it can indicate that you might be more confrontational when it comes to your one-on-one relationships, but at the same time you're going to be more bold and courageous when it comes to confronting issues that you feel like they are not serving you anymore. Some of you might be able to enter like a hidden relationship with somebody. Others of you might be able to just um, retreat and have fun and like kind of stay away from the public eye with your romantic partner, with your marriage partner, if you are in a partnership like that. For others of you, this energy can indicate being pushy when it comes to building relationships, knowing how to sell yourself, knowing how to sell whatever you are working on behind the scenes. This energy can also indicate conflict as well on one-on-one relationships, so be careful and be aware of the energy. But at the same time, it's going to give you the right bravery and the right words that you might need to be able to confront some sort of long-term relationship or business partnership that you may have felt like there is something hidden from you that you're not understanding, or you may have felt like something has been going on or brewing behind your back. You might be able to finally confront this individual or confront the situation and, open or speak things openly on the table. Okay, so this is what I have for you, my dear Taurians, for this month. Very, very meaningful, like I said. I mean, I have so much more to say, but we will be staying here for a very long time. However, I wish you the best of luck under this energy. I really hope it turns out to be beautiful and meaningful for you. Keep in mind my advices, and I wish you a lot of blessings. Let me know down in the comments below what do you think this energy is going to be for you, and I'm going to see you in the next video.